Shalom, 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 shalom. Before we even get started, let's listen. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakah. Secondly, want to give double honors to the Elders Apostles of GMS who rule well and worthy of double honors. And third and lastly, want to give salutations to all the Akim, that's all the hopeful elect, that pushing forth this word and this truth in righteousness, sincerity throughout the four corners. Shalom, 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 shalom. I'm Brother Hakah of GMS South Carolina Midlands branch, back with another listen, another video here. And pretty much what I'm going to be reading from, I'm going to bring out two scriptures here. I'm going to bring out, the first scripture I'm going to bring out is in the book of Malachi 3 and 6. And it's going to prove the point, all right, as the point already been made on numerous occasions. You don't start from the Elders Apostles, Elders Bishops, on down to us, that Yahawashi is only dealing with Israel. Last time I went into a listen like that, I believe I think I entitled it maybe what, 3 or 4 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Salvation is only for Israel. And that got like about almost 400 hits or whatnot. And you had a lot of niggas on my damn comment board all in their goddamn fucking feelings, which we don't care, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? We all about truth over here at Great Millstone. Regardless of how motherfucker feel, at the end of the day, we're going to declare the words of Yahawashi, regardless of whether you agree or you don't agree. This right here is the book of Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, Yahawashi, I change not. Okay, so the Most High words don't change, man. All right, you know, so if the Most High said it 3, 4, 5,000 years ago, guess what? His word still stands even to this very day. His word don't change, man. Period, bro. All right. Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, Yahawashi. It's all, well, I say Yahawah. It's all caps. All right. I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. There you go. Once again, 18 families on this earth, but Yahawashi always speaking of Israel, all right? You know, when speaking of his people, he's the power of dealing with salvation at the end of the day, his beloved at the end of the day. We're Yahawashi, precious jewels at the end of the day. Israel, not no freaking body else, man, all right? And I'm going to get Exodus. I'm going to read from Exodus 32, chapter 32, verse 13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. This is their chosen. And that's Satan. Satan don't like that. Satan don't like that. All right. But anyway, reading from Exodus 32 and 13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. And that's the chosen line of Yahawashi, man. All right. It says, thy servants to whom thou swearest by thy own self. Because Abraham had many sons. All right. You know, Isaac, you know, had 2 sons. Right. You know, so that chosen line didn't go through Esau. All right, Esau was rejected. All right, you know what I'm saying? Israel, all right, which was Yahawashi elect at the end of the day, man. You go to Romans 9th chapter, man. Before Esau and Jacob was even born, Yahawashi already had his election already preordained. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, that chosen line, thy servants to whom thou swearest by thy own self, and sayest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of, which is Israel, will I give unto your seed and thy seed and Shlop. Let me read it again. Started back. I get a little too excited. I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever, man. Forever, man. All right, for eternity, man. All right, at the end of the day or whatnot. Where all the other nations fall in line at, man? All right, where all other nations fall in line at? They don't, man. All right, okay. When dealing with the chosen of Yahawashi, the Most High only chosen Israel. That's why we up under these curses. Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down, man. All right, Yahawashi didn't make a covenant with the rest of these goddamn freaking heathen nations, man. Anytime it goes into the covenant, it always mentioned Israel, not nobody else at the end of the day or whatnot, man. I don't know what the hell. See what y'all don't get, man. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Yahawashi said, you know what I'm saying, the elect, going back to Romans, the elect shall obtain it, and the rest were blinded, man. Going back to Romans 11th chapter, man. All right, so y'all blinded when it comes to the words of Yahawashi, y'all blinded when it comes to prophecy, man. All right, end time prophecies at that. Yahawashi is only dealing with the nation of Israel, not no goddamn body else, man. All right, and like I said, man, only the elect will be able to understand the mysteries. All right, you know, and 2/3, once again, all right, you know what I'm saying, this word and the truth was going to be a stumbling block. That's why when they go into the New Testament, they swear up and down, you know what I'm saying, you know, when they read about the Gentiles, all right, there's no difference between the Jew and the Greek. They swear up and down that's talking about the heathen nations, like the heathen nations have something to do with our inheritance. Heathen nations ain't got a damn thing to do with our inheritance, man. Psalms 2 and 8. What's Psalms 2 and 8, man? Speaks of, bro. All right, if Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying, you know, is salvation's open for all damn nations or whatnot. What Psalms 2 and 8, man? Yahawashi say he has given the heathen, all right, you know what I'm saying, to Israel, part of our inheritance. The heathen, you know what I'm saying, is part of our inheritance of Israel, man. You can read Psalms 2 and 8 for yourself, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, so that don't sound like no damn equality to me. All right, that don't seem like everybody's on equal footing grounds at the end of the day. That don't sound like Yahawashi love all the nations, man, at the end of the damn day or whatnot. Like I said, man, you jakes, man, y'all err not knowing the scriptures, man. Isaiah 40 and 15 and well, you can read verse 15, you know what I'm saying, you know, but mainly in verse 17, Yahawashi said he counted the nations, all right, going into and referring to the heathen nations as nothing, man. Then Yahawashi said they are less than nothing, all right? On top of them being nothing, Yahawashi said they're less than nothing, man. Showing you how much Yahawashi despise the heathen nations at the end of the day or whatnot. They don't have anything to do with our inheritance. That's why Israel, that's why we up under these curses today. Israel's up under these curses today or whatnot. These heathen nations, they're not part of the tail, which means going into the curses. All right, they ain't the tail. The curses don't apply to them at the end of the damn day. It's only apply to Israel. Now, when Yahawashi raised Israel back up, starting with the elect of Israel, which you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, to you so-called Hispanics. All right, when Yahawashi raised up Israel, going back to Deuteronomy 30 and 7, these curses going fall upon all our enemies of Israel at the end of the day or whatnot. And you can read all our enemies, man. All our enemies are the heathen nations. Our number one primary enemy of Israel is Esau, Edom, man. All right, Edom, you Edomites, starting with you fucking small hats, man. All right, Psalms 83rd chapter tells you that. All right, who's the enemies of Israel? See, y'all niggas don't even freaking know that. You know, Psalms 147, 19 and 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell you clearly, man, who Yahawashi is dealing with. The nation who Yahawashi is dealing with. Israel. All right, Yahawashi said he showed his word to Jacob. His commandments and his covenants was given to Israel, not anybody else. He ain't show his word to anybody else, man. He ain't dealing with these heathen nations at the end of the day. All right, and like I said, when it goes back and I quoted it, where there's no difference between the Jew and the Greek. See, y'all don't even understand, you know what I'm saying? That's talking about when it goes into Greek, that's talking about Jake that was Hellenized at the end of the day, man. Y'all don't even know that. Y'all don't know that history of the Hellenizations, man. Where the Greeks, starting with Antiochus Epiphanes, I believe that's Antiochus Epiphanes the fourth, because it was a line of Antiochus. You know what I'm saying? It was a line of them. All right, but nevertheless, the fourth, Antiochus Epiphanes the fourth, you know what I'm saying, he made a decree that all nations leave from their laws, man. All right, you know, okay, and it be one people, Antiochus, you know what I'm saying, Antiochus, like showing you this Babylon, this America, all the way back over again at the end of the day or whatnot, man. Okay, so you don't know that history in the Apocrypha, going back to First Maccabees, the first chapter, where it go into if Israel kept their customs, cause these devils, they set up wicked ass leaders of Israel, all right, you know, to make sure that Israel lead from the laws, statute, commandments that was given to us, you know what I'm saying, by Yahawashi, all right, you know what I'm saying, from Moses on down, you know what I'm saying, to give the law to Israel. You know what I'm saying? It was, like I say, only Israel. The law was only given to Israel, not no goddamn body else, man. And like I said, they set up them false prophets and false leaders to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we profane the Sabbath. We didn't keep the high holy days. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they didn't want us to be called Hebrew Israelites. All right. At the end of the day, want us defiling the temple. All right. You know, couldn't keep the law of circumcision. At the end of the day, the high holy days. You know, had to follow. You know what I'm saying? Had to follow the ways of the heathen. All right. At the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right. And that's when you had your Hellenization period. You know what I'm saying? The way Jake, you know what I'm saying, was leaving the laws and commandments of Yahawah. And if they didn't, you know, Antiochus Epiphanes put out that wicked ass decree that, you know what I'm saying, you know, if any Hebrew Israelite kept the customs, all right, that was given to us, man, all right, hey, by Yahawah, hey, we was to be put to death at the end of the day. That wicked, unrighteous fucking decree, man. See, y'all don't even know that history. So, you know what I'm saying, so you had a lot of Jake that grew up, all right, in the traditions of the Greeks' customs at the end of the day, to the point where they were calling themselves Greeks, man. That's who, you know, Apostle Paul, them Gentiles that Apostle Paul was speaking to, that he was teaching, that he was waking back up at the end of the day, the Israelite foreigners. So that's when y'all see that word Gentile, y'all run with that and automatically assume it's talking about the other heathen nations because y'all don't know the history, man. Like the Elders Apostles say, if you don't know the history, all right, you know, in order to know the mysteries, you got to know the history, man. And y'all 2/3 don't know the doggone history. That's why you swear up and down. You know, the Hebrew Israelites don't know what they talking about. They teaching hate, they prejudice, they teaching division. At the end of the day, Yahawashi about division, man. Yahawashi ain't even dealing with all of Israel on this side, but yet you clowns want to include the goddamn fucking heathen nations, man. Here it is. The law such commandments was given to Israel, and Yahawashi is not even dealing with all of Israel on this side, but yet, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to goddamn claim, you know what I'm saying, these heathen nations got part of our inheritance or whatnot. They adopted in. How in the hell heathen nations gonna leapfrog? How the hell they gonna leapfrog, you know what I'm saying, Israel at the end of the day, man? All right, man, get out of here, man. Y'all like I say, y'all err not knowing the scriptures, man. Y'all go about to establish your own righteousness, man. Y'all love motherfucking deceit at the end of the day. All right, a lot of you jakes, man, y'all still got Stockholm syndrome at the end of the day, man. Y'all be Lord, y'all want to goddamn lawyer up for goddamn Esau, goddamn fucking Edom at the end of the day. All right, you know, you goddamn zaddy, man. You want to lawyer up for your zaddy, man. All right, y'all the first ones to goddamn be a bulletproof vest for goddamn Esau, man. Y'all love Esau more than he love himself, man. Y'all always trying to find loopholes, man, to include these heathen nations. And one thing you wicked ass niggas don't understand and what y'all don't realize, man. You know, like scripture say, woe to him that say evil is good and good is evil, roughly paraphrasing. You know, try to put evil for good, all right, and good for evil. See, y'all don't even understanding that, you know what I'm saying, y'all sinning against Yahawah when y'all add into the scripture and taking away from the scriptures. Y'all don't know the scriptures, bro. Y'all don't know the Bible. Y'all don't know the words of Yahawah, man. So it's best just for y'all just to shut the fuck up, man. All right, just shut the fuck up, man, at the end of the goddamn day or whatnot, man. You can't, apparently, the words of Yahawah don't dwell in y'all, man. And on damn thing you do, when you going out there and you speaking foolishly, you speaking in error, not knowing what the hell you talking about, you know what I'm saying, you know, hey, your ass gonna be written out of the book of life, man. Simple as that, man. Yahawah would not defend you goddamn fucking niggas, man. All right, period, bro. When them doors of mercy and grace are shut closed, man, y'all ain't gonna have that protection. Y'all ain't gonna have that hedge of Yahawah over y'all, man. All right, because y'all want to remain in y'all pure ignorance at the end of the day. Like scripture say, you want to lean on your own fucking understanding. All right, all that bullshit y'all done learn them damn plantation Christianity, man. Them cemeteries, them fucking cemeteries. That's all them damn churches is, a harlot house / cemeteries and shit or whatnot. Don't know what the hell y'all fucking talking about. Want to go about to establish your own righteousness. All right, you know, you want to save these fucking heathen nations, which they don't have no part of our inheritance. They're gonna be slaves up on Israel. Yeah, they're gonna be in the kingdom too. All right, but in what capacity? Goddamn fucking slaves, man. Okay, starting with Esau. All right, on down the rest of these goddamn heathen nations, man. How about Yahawashi ain't dealing with no freaking heathens, man, at the end of the damn day or whatnot, man. But y'all gonna see, man. Ezekiel 2 and 5, man, gonna ring right in your heads, man. Ezekiel 33, and I believe that's 33, if I ain't mistaken. Ezekiel 33 and 33. All right, gonna ring right in y'all fucking heads at the end of the day or whatnot, man. When y'all get it, it's gonna be too goddamn late, man. All right, but nevertheless, man, you know, that's the end of my listen, man. I'm almost to my destination, so that's the end of my listen. And with that, man, I pray and I hope that this lesson was edifying to the body of the hopeful elect, man. All right, and with that, closing out, I want to say shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect, man. Shalom, shalom.